start.
What
Okay,
is like? Don't
so
say
basic. Okay, listen, right? Listen. All right. It's back in. I think I was in second or. No, it had to have been more before that. I think I was in second or first grade, something like that. And I was chilling on the bus, sitting next to this girl I liked, which is kind of poggers. I was like, oh my god, I like this girl. She was in my neighborhood. I was
So
like,
you've
oh,
always been
yeah.
a player.
I've always been a player.
I mean,
trust
what?
me.
A player in quotes. How many times have you broken up with the girl?
12 times?
No. Him being the one to end things
I'm joking. Yeah.
versus the girl.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah, fuck you, Nick. Anyways.
True.
Anyways.
You actually got me there.
Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, I was sitting next to this girl. I don't know what happened. I think my brother had some beef with this kid's brother, and this kid wanted revenge or something. I think that was part of it, because I remember my brother was having beef with this kid's brother, or there's kids that my brother was associating with that had beef with this kid's brother. And this kid, and he's getting off the bus, so he's like, I'm just sitting next to this girl, and I'm in the window seat. She's in the aisle seat, and this kid reaches over this girl and starts pounding my head into the window and punched my eye like 4 times. And then he gets off the bus. The bus driver didn't do a single thing. And I got off the bus with a black eye, and my parents like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, fuck whatever his name was, beat me up. And they're like, what the fuck? So, yeah, I got beat up by that kid.
Little kids and school buses are wild, dude. Did I ever tell you guys about how I got like my entire bus like switched to a different one?
No.
Okay, so this was okay. So we live in this area. We're all friendly with each other, right?
No, you're not.
So basically, we're all on the same bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of my friends were on the same bus. And we had assigned seats because we had this old fucking asshole. Like,
those are the worst,
dude on a power trip. He had to be like a Vietnam vet. Like, he was so old, and he put us in assigned seats to like sit on the bus. No, he's definitely dead now. I think every bus driver I've ever had, except for the one who lives down the street, has fucking died. Like, I genuinely think every bus driver I've had has croaked and died. Anyway. So we were on bus 10, right? Originally we were on bus 10. And we took the same exact route that bus 11 that I would go on in middle school would go. But basically one day, I'm sitting on the bus, right? And he sits me next to this kid who's in high school. Because you know how like kids go to different high schools in the area, but they need rides, so they take the bus. Yeah. And then they go to like I don't want to say the actual school name. They go to the school in the middle of town, right?
Yeah.
That's where they get dropped off. Yeah. So I got sat next to this kid, and he was listening to like some rap music or whatever, and it's got tons of swears in it, and he's blasting it, and like, I was like, what the fuck? Because I was at the time I was like 7, right? So I was like. I can't sit next to this dude. He's like a creep and a weirdo. And then I was like, I got off the bus, and I was like crying. I was telling my mom and dad, I was like, yeah, they sat me next to this like teenager, and he was listening to music with swears in it. And I got like, and then my parents like wrote a letter to the school or something, and what happened was we picked like certain kids who live around here to go on bus 11 instead of 10, so they had to switch 2 bus routes just so that we could be on the same bus, because I got sat next to some kid listening to rap music. Oh man,
was he listening
so
to
funny.
like Drake or something?
I think it was Eminem.
Drake
wasn't popular. I was 7 at the time, so it was 2012. Drake was like just up and coming.
2012?
I think it was Eminem. But yeah.
Could have been.
That was so funny. You weren't on the bus yet, Nick, and Ben wasn't here when I was 7. So
no, I was. I was here in spirit.
Yeah, he's actually.
We have some crazy bus stories though, like the time where Are we? This is
Like
funny.
recent ones?
Nick, I haven't taken the bus in a year.
Yeah, but recent still. Not a year.
What?
It's not
Nick,
been a year.
the last time I took the bus
Oh my
was
god.
in
Winter?
December because I couldn't
When it was
drive
icy?
in
Oh
the
my
snow
God.
because my car is like rear wheel drive.
Gabba, gabba, goo.
And so I'm on
watched
my
the Wiggles.
phone in the back. What?
Sorry.
What?
What? Wait, yeah, what was it?
Can we watch the Wiggles? Is that what you just said?
What?
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Why?
What urge do you feel to watch the Wiggles?
I don't understand what the hell the point of that was. Alright, anyway, I'm in
Oh,
the back
Wiggles.
because I was getting a drink of water and I was
Love
texting
the
my mom
Wiggles
because
so
she
much,
texted
Brady.
me. They were at the movie theater going to see Nope and there was kids smoking in the bathroom. And so the fire alarm got pulled. And
Wow.
yeah, so that ruined the experience because they had to wait outside for like 20 minutes while the
Oh, really? Someone pulled the
evacuated.
alarm? Again?
GG games coming
At the movie theater, someone pulled the alarm?
Were you not? Do you remember when it was like maybe a month ago?
Oh, yeah, because it was 4 months ago. We saw the movie and then we never uploaded it
Yeah.
again, right?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I think we
Well-
probably have it somewhere recording, but we never really posted it. I don't think. The second one.
Basically, and movie theater. That should be in the title. Anyway,
No.
yeah,
Movie
she's
theater
just
shenanigans.
Bullshit.
movie. Oh my god. Oh, dude. All right, before we tell the Sonic story, so do you guys know about like the Batman, like the Dark Knight shooting?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the one where the yeah.
Yeah. So
Was that with
that dude
which
had
movie?
I watched a video about like the guy who was an in-depth like the inside the mind of a serial killer, right?
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
booby traps in his fucking house. Like he had Home Alone
His
style
own house?
traps. Yeah, he had a bomb rig to his fucking
Bro was
door
ready.
handle.
He was ready.
No, because he was gonna kill himself. That was his whole plan,
Oh,
right?
oh, okay, yeah.
So basically, he had booby traps in his house. But that's not what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say that. But I think that was pretty funny. Like the cops are gonna come into his house after he commits a mass shooting, and then he's got like fucking ornaments up over the
Home
windowsill.
Alone style.
So they like step on him.
God fucking damn it,
Watch out for,
motherfucker.
he writes in his manifesto, and he's like, "Watch out for the paint buckets that are gonna come crashing from the doorway." No.
God.
Watch out for the hot iron.
When I would stop looking at the exits because I was so scared that someone was gonna like walk in with an AK-47 or some shit.
Elmo
The whole time. The whole time. It was so hard to focus on the movie because I was like,
Wait,
dude,
which
this
movie
movie
is this?
better speed the Batman because it's
Oh,
you know,
the new
another
one,
Batman
okay.
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I hadn't seen a Batman movie in theaters since, you know,
Yeah.
2012 or whatever when the last one came out. Yeah, and so the whole time I was looking at the emergency exit.
Gotta be ready.
I
Gotta be
was
ready.
like, oh, anyway. Now we gotta talk about the Sonic story. I think I should do it because I'm the main character of this story.
I think you're just the main character in real life.
So we talked about how we almost got kicked out of the Sonic movie, the first one already, right? We almost got kicked out for a second time, and it was not our fault. I hear an echo, so whose mic is fucking loud?
I don't believe it's mine.
I think it is yours, Nick.
Wait, does muting my mic do anything?
Well, there's like static every time you talk. Did you hear that too, Ben?
Yeah, it's like a weird static sound.